And so the Battle of Oshobo began. Ibadan soldiers outmaneuvered the Fulani cavalry. They fought with gules, speed, and the fury of men who had nothing to lose. The enemy was pushed back.
Osotan, should we pull back? We will not pull back. We will crush our enemies.
Oshobo was saved, and Ibadan became the undisputed military power in all Yoruba land. From this war, the name of heroes were echoed into history. Oderinlo, the Balogun of fire. Osotan, the lion in human form. His word had spoken. His courage had earned him the eyes of the elders. Ibadan had found a new leader rising from the dust of battle. Ibadan spoken with a fist, and the world listened. We dive into the Jalumi war, where betrayal, traps, and Yoruba on Yoruba war shook the region, and where Osotan fire burned even brighter. Ẹ bá mi subscribe, ẹ ṣé. This is history not just for Ibadan, but for every Omo Yoruba. Jalumi War, clash of Yoruba titans. War was not fought against foreigner. It was Yoruba against Yoruba, Ibadan against the rest. And in the midst of it stood Balogun Osotan. The year was 1878. The wind of betrayal we are gathering. Ibadan had grown powerful, maybe too powerful. Do you know that Ibadan growing power was making enemies everywhere? The Egba, the Ilorin, and even some of the Ekiti and Ijesha clans began whispering, this Ibadan must be stopped though.
Pride blinded the mighty.
So they formed a coalition called Ekiti Parapo, a Yoruba alliance, ironically, to fight another Yoruba city. Imagine. And where did the war start? In a village near Ikirun called Jalumi. That's why they call it the Ogun Jalumi. The war where blood flowed like water. There are many Osotan from Ekiti to Ilorin, all against us. Osotan, should we pull back?
I was not taught to pull back.
Osotan said, I was not taught to pull back. Let them come like ants. We will crush them with thunder. But they have surrounded Ikirun. Osotan respond, then that's where we fight. Ibadan did not come this far to fear shadows. The war at Jalumi was brutal. Ibadan forces were surrounded. Some towns betrayed them. You think this war was easy? Not at all. But Osotan fought like a possessed man. He railed the troops, recovered lost ground. It became the fire in Ibadan chest. Even when the tide turned and Ibadan forced hand to retreat, it was Osotan courage and strategy that prevented total destruction. It is said in some oral tradition, Osotan poisoned the battalion and fought with wisdom, not just weapon. You see now, Ibadan didn't become great because it was loved. It became great because it was feared. Because men like Osotan refused to fall. Ẹ má gbàgbé o, ọmọ Yorùbá. Even when it's your own brother holding the sword against you, stand. Jalumi showed us something. That even when the world gathered against you, one true warrior can change the tide of history. We go deeper into Balogun Osotan rise as Ibadan war chief and leader. not just of armies, but of people. Eshu, mo dúpẹ́. Hit the subscribe button and let us carry the voice of our ancestor forwards together. The rise of Balogun Osotan, the generalimo of generals. Have you ever heard the names that makes men adjust their seats when it's being mentioned? Osotan, not because he was royal, but because when he entered battle, even Ogun, the god of war, listened. Today we explore the rise of Balogun Osotan, the general who rose by blade and became the storm Ibadan needed. After the dust of Jalumi settled, many warriors had fallen, but one man stood taller, Osotan.
Osotan, son of no king, you have bled for Ibadan. You have stood where others fled.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí n bi yín, if a man survive 20 battles and win 15 of them, should he not lead? That's exactly what happened. Osotan was called to the center of Ibadan's warrior council. They gave him the title that only few had carried with honor, Balogun Ibadan. A title not inherited but earned. What do you think? Would you trust a man because of his father's name or his own blood and scar? In Ibadan, the answer was clear. Respect was not bought, it was bled for.
In Ibadan, honor was not inherited. It was seized with blood, with fire, with courage.
Osotan, the people sing your name, but can you lead? Not just in battle, but in peace. The first elder asks. I can, because I know the weight of a soldier corpse and the value of one day without war. Osotan respond. And what will you do with the title Balogun? The second elder responded. I will carry it like a drumbeat across Yoruba land. Wherever injustice rises, I will answer. And everybody chorus, Ibadan gbà ọ́ o, Ibadan accepts you. You see that? Would our leaders today sit in a circle and test the man before giving him power? Osotan wasn't loved because he was loud. He was followed because he earned the heart of the warriors and the trusts of the people. And let me ask you, my viewers, what will your people say about you when your name is mentioned? As Balogun, Osotan led Ibadan with discipline, courage, and clarity. He recognized battalion, protected trade routes, restored dignity to families shattered by war. He became not just a war leader, but a symbol. Ibadan was strong, but now it had a face, a lion, a Balogun. Osotan, ibi tí Balogun dúró, ogun kì í balẹ̀. Where the Balogun stand, war dares not scatter the people. Subscribe now and share this with someone who needs to remember. Greatness is not inherited, it is fought for. Peace, power, politics. Osotan as statesman. They say a sword can win a war, but only wisdom can preserve the peace. Balogun Osotan had proven himself in battle, but now he faced a different kind of war. Politics, dispute and greed. And Ibadan, after years of fire, needed someone who could hold the city together. Ẹ mọ̀ pé ogun ò pẹ́ jù, àlàáfíà ní í pẹ́ jù. War does not last forever. Peace is what truly endures. Let's see how Osotan stepped off the battlefield and into history council room By the late 1870s, Ibadan had survived multiple wars, Oshobo, Jalumi and more. The warriors were tired, the people wanted rest, and so came a new challenge: rebuilding, negotiating and governing. This is where many great warriors fail, but Osotan was different. He joined the Olubadan in council.
The prosperity of our land depends on the wisdom we share today.
The group of chiefs who guided Ibadan's affair, and from there it became a voice of order and vision. Ibadan was growing into a commercial power. Markets, farmland, trade routes, and Osotan, he ensured it all moved with structure, with justice. Let me ask you, have you ever seen someone strong in the streets but weak when it's time to lead people? Ibadan has seen many warriors, but now they needed a builder, a statesman. Do you think Osotan was ready? Let's see how a hand that once swung the sword now build a nation. In the Alaafin Palace court, two farmers argued over land. Chief seated, Osotan stand between them.
This land has been our families for generations. It is not so. They encroached. Enough. Let us hear one voice at a time.
The first farmer said, Bàbá mi ló fún mi nílẹ̀ yìí. He gave it to me before his death. Rárá o, that land crosses into my yam boundary. He's stealing it from me. Second farmer said. Noise rises. Osotan raised his hand.
Rage. Tell me what troubles these fields.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí a dákẹ́. Let's be silent. A nation that cannot settle its quarrel will invite new war. You both inherited from your ancestor.
This land has been our families for generations. It is not so. They encroached. Enough. Let us hear one voice at a time.
But today, Ibadan gives a new ruling. We will measure, we will divide, and you will live as brother again. Crowd murmur, the farmer nod slowly. This was Osotan's true power. Not just leading with a sword, but ruling with balance, fairness, and foresight. He advocated for peace treaties with neighboring towns, security for trade caravans, order in chieftaincy succession. His presence at the Olubadan in council wasn't decorative, it was decisive. And slowly the people who had once feared him began to hope for peace. Ask yourself this: if power was given to you, would you use it to help others, or would you let it change you? Osotan could have ruled with iron fist, but instead he became a father to Ibadan, fragile peace. Ìbàdàn máa ń jagun ṣùgbọ́n ó tún mọ bá ṣe ń ṣètò àlàáfíà. Ìbàdàn knows how to fight but also how to preserve peace. Osotan was now more than Balogun. He was a legend, living among the people. In our next chapter, we look at how he became a cultural symbol. His name etched into songs, stories, and Yoruba identity itself. Subscribe, like, and share, because we are not just telling history, we are awakening memory.
Welcome to Africa Unveiled. Ayinla, the legendary tales.